Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Houston Texans.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Stroud looking to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
Tank Dell.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they can't bring him down.
Walker hitting the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football. I've got to give credit to the defense there. A good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And the tackle there by Marcus. You look at this Raiders defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Texans had 8-3 now. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. And Stroud now to throw. Short throw to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now it's second and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
Touchdown, Texans.
Take Dell.
With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Here's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag out to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Able to push his way through. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this to Davante Adams. And Davante's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't got a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Stroud. That is caught by Dell. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to add on to their first-half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He completes this to Walker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, here's Stroud. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw on second is Watson. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure there was a ton of halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trading back when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field with his numbers covered. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On first down, Watson. And Walker has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. To throw is Watson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Watson. Open man right side. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Pierce now up the middle to about the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They go again with Pierce. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Third and 5. Going for it with Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now 2nd and 5. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side, and he's got it to about the 40.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd down and 1. Hand off left side, Pierce. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they take a knee. This up to about the 40. 60 yards rushing for him now at this point.
You got to give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third manageable with that run.
Walker now. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Watson looks to throw again. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. It's Devin Wright, the linebacker. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play